Welcome to Take 5. Thanks for joining us again. I'm Guy Duininck. In our Take 5 video clips, our purpose is to kind of intrude or to interrupt into your day, into your time, and invite you to join us here with our teaching just to pick up some nuggets of knowledge, a word of encouragement, an insight that perhaps you didn't have before, maybe you forgot about, that will assist you in leading the kind of life you know that you're called to. You know, Paul said, he said, I press for the mark of the high calling. If you're a believer today, you don't have a low calling. You have a high calling. And when you have a high calling, you want to respond to that calling by leading a high life. In order to lead a high life, there are qualities you need. So the quality we're really focusing on right now in our Take 5 teaching is the quality of patience. And we talked about it in our last teaching, that patience is an internal strength that you can develop. And we'll talk about that a little bit more today. But patience is an internal capacity or an internal strength that enables you to hold steady in times of trouble. That enables you, and this is the way I really like to see it, it enables you to run on the same path at the same pace without going left, without going right, without stopping, and without slowing down. Patience is that internal capacity to continue at the same pace in the same race no matter what's going on around you. Now, every one of us know, if we've had any experience in life, that when things change around us, things change. We change. I mean, just imagine, for example, that you'd been, trying to balance your checkbook. So you calculate it out and it comes to $4,300. And then you recalculate, I got to check it. And you calculate it's $100. And you're like, now I got to check it again. So you calculate it out once more and it comes out to $4,103. It's like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I'm just so wore out from just trying to balance my, you know what? Forget it. This day is awful. Well, see, you don't have patience then. Patience is the capacity to say, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to balance that checkbook. I don't care if it takes me 1 time, 5 times, 10 times, 20 times, 5 minutes, or an hour. I will balance that checkbook today. And you know what? While I'm doing it, I'm going to grow in patience. I'm going to do what James said. I'm just going to count it all joy when I fall into all these diverse temptations. In the Greek, the word diverse is poikilos, and it means all different huge kind of varieties of things. And there are a lot of variety of things that can try to knock you off your race and try to knock you off your pace. A lot of resistance in life. And for resistance, you need patience. For resistance, you need strength. So you have need of patience. Why? Because without this quality, and I want to make this clear, patience isn't the only thing you need. It's not the key. There is no one key. There are many keys because there are many doors. There are many qualities you need because there are many things to deal with in life. The writer of Hebrews said to believers who were experiencing a lot of affliction, a lot of conflict, a lot of difficulty in their life. In fact, some things that look so different than what they believed. For example, he told them, he said, you had compassion of me in my bonds, and you took joyfully the spoiling of your goods. In other words, you know what happened? People came and ripped them off. And you know what they did? They said, you know what? That's not going to change our life. Not going to change our joy. Not going to change our race, not going to change our pace. Nope. You know what? Sometimes terrible things happen. Doesn't mean we stop, doesn't mean we quit, doesn't mean we give up. It means we go on. Because the course of our life and the pace of our race is not determined by what happens to us. Like when Paul was going to go to Jerusalem, he knew that bonds and afflictions, a lot of trouble was waiting for him. And you know what he said in the book of Acts? He said, none of these things move me. Well, if the winds blowing on you don't move you, what does move you? You know what moves you? Your decisions and your capacity to continue in them. And so you have need of patience. The writer of Hebrews said, you need patience so that after you've done the will of God, you might receive the promise. So again, patience. What is it? It is an internal capacity, a strength that you have cultivated, that you have developed within your life that enables you to stay in your race and stay on your pace no matter what happens to you, no matter what's going on around you. Thanks for joining us today on Take 5.